I wanted to look at the possibility we might be getting a glimpse of the image of the beast, the one that will be given breath and the ability to speak. We looked at this briefly in a previous video titled Cursed and Possibly Questionable Objects to Remove from Your Home. I'll link that in the video description. It's definitely not my intent to upset or offend anyone, but we really need to talk about this, especially seeing the Vatican is getting ready to recognize this as a Eucharistic miracle. Whose image is on the right of the screen? Most people would say Jesus, and a long time ago, I would have said that was Jesus too. My grandmother had his picture hanging on her wall. While some disagree, the image on the left is believed by some to be Caesar Borgia. He was the son of the Pope and faced accusations of treachery, murder, and incest. So what's happened is there is a claim in 2013 the face of Jesus appeared in the Eucharistic host. The Vatican has been investigating and reached their conclusion. They have declared it is a miracle, and they are going to be recognizing it as such May 31st. What you're looking at is video from this supposed miracle in 2013. It took place in southern India. The name of the church is called Christ the King Church. The news report says the host was elevated and an image began to appear. It began as a stain and became radiant, slowly forming what appeared unmistakably to be a human face. This is another view of the image itself. The Vatican is going to send a representative to their church to declare it is an official miracle on May 31st. The article says that face was identified by witnesses as the face of Christ, and they have drawn thousands of people there over the years. This is an artificial intelligence rendering of the face of Christ on the Shroud of Turin. This next video is the same face being brought to life with artificial intelligence.
The earth, and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by a sword and did live. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
From a newspaper article in 1929, it says the Roman question tonight was a thing of the past, and the Vatican was at peace with Italy. In affixing the autographs to the memorable document, Healing the Wound, extreme cordiality was displayed on both sides. And that was February 11th, 1929. Pope Francis previously stated the divisions among Christians, while they hurt the church, they wound Christ. And divided, we wound Christ. There was even a tribute to Pope Francis titled Heal the Wounds. The new Pope recently addressed an audience. He said, "This, brothers and sisters, is what I wish to be our first great desire. A united church, a sign of unity and communion. A leaven for a reconciled world." We know what the Bible says about a little leaven leavening the whole lump. In our time, we still see too much discord, too many wounds caused by hatred, violence, prejudice, fear of difference, and an economic model that exploits the earth's resources and sidelines the poorest. Revelation 17:4 says, "The woman wore purple and scarlet clothing and beautiful jewelry made of gold and precious gems and pearls. In her hand she held a gold goblet full of obscenities and the impurities of her immorality." I don't intend to pick on Catholicism, but I would point out There is a golden cup in the hand of the leader of the Vatican. There's also gold and precious stones. This is the front of the restored Crux Vaticana, or Vatican Cross. According to experts, it's the oldest known reliquary containing the purported fragments of the cross on which Jesus was crucified. It was recently restored, and the Vatican unveiled this. It's a gem-encrusted golden cross, and in the center, it is said to contain fragments of the cross of Christ. The 10 Commandments are in Exodus 20. One of those says, "You shall not make unto thee any graven image of any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or in the earth beneath, or in the waters below the earth." The word for graven image has the definition of idol or image. The dictionary definition of an idol is an image or representation of a god used as an object of worship. The noun definition is an icon or a hero. I asked Google, what are images of the Catholic Church? The Google answer is the crucifix, the cross, saints, and the Sacred Heart of Jesus. Of course, there are more, but that's some of them. There's much debate about what the beasts in the book of Revelation are. We know the second beast in Revelation 13 calls for the world to create an image in the likeness of the first beast, and that first beast had a wound and was healed of that wound. Please be very aware and very careful. The day this relic is going to be announced is the same day that the church will be celebrating the feast of the Visitation of the Virgin Mary.